Hello kids, it's teacher Celine again, and today let's learn more about David. Do you remember the prophet Samuel? He visited the home of David. He was looking for the next king of Israel. So when Samuel saw David, God said to anoint him, for he is to be the next king of Israel. Now, before David became king, something really amazing happened. Do you know what it is? Let's find out. During David's time, the king of Israel was King Saul. Now, King Saul is at war against the Philistines who want to take over Israel. King Saul and his army was having a hard time defeating the Philistines because they had Goliath. Do you know who Goliath is? Do you remember Goliath? Goliath was a very tall Philistine. Some said that Goliath was a giant. Somebody had to defeat Goliath so that the Philistines would go away and for the war to finally end. All of David's older brothers were in the army of King Saul. So one day, David's father asked him to bring food to his brothers. David obeyed, and when he arrived at the camp where his brothers were, he asked what was happening. And that's when David learned about Goliath. Then David went to King Saul and told him, "I will fight Goliath." And King Saul said, "You cannot fight Goliath. You're a young man and he is a warrior." But David said, "The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine." Wow. And so King Saul agreed to let him fight Goliath. And so David faced Goliath and he said to Goliath, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and I will strike you down and cut off your head." Whoa! And so David fought with a sling and a stone. Without a sword in his hand, he struck down the Philistine and killed Goliath. And so in the story, everybody was thinking, Goliath is so big, we cannot fight him. But what David thought was, Goliath is so big, I won't miss hitting him with my slingshot and stone. Like David, when we are having some hard times in life, let's remember that our God is bigger than any problem or hardship that you will ever have. Our Bible verse today is 1 Samuel 17:47. All those gathered here will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves, for the battle is the Lord's, and He will give all of you into our hands. Thanks for watching our lesson for today, and always remember that Jesus loves you forever. Bye!